Fox and Friends was talking about this recently. Now, notably, Fox and Friends is one of the only places on the network that have sort of sometimes, Ducey specifically, implied that people should get vaccinated. Here's what they had to say about the hypocrisy.
About the misinformation he said about Fox. He thought I think it's funny that Fox has a vaccine mandate. You have a testing option at Fox. So what he said is totally inaccurate.
We don't have a mandate, we have a protocol.
Right, that's a little different. So what you tell the president.
Mandate, that makes you sheep. Complying with the protocol, cool guy.
And if you violate that protocol, you get fired.
You get fired.
You can pack your knives and go.
Yeah. Like, I've just opted into this 100% mandatory protocol.
It's stupid. It is so transparent. And there are people go along with it. Why? Because their priority is to feel right. Everyone watching Fox needs to feel smarter and right. That's it. And they like being angry. They call it a protocol, man. It's this, and guess what? That protocol is the thing that Biden introduced that other people are calling a mandate.
Yeah.
Do you realize that?
And again, theirs is 5 times harsher, just to be clear.
Literally 5 times.
Exactly 5 times harsher. Okay, so when are they gonna quit? Well, we're gonna give like 2% fake credit to the one person there that seems to be willing to quit, kind of, but not really. And that is Dan Bongino. He has recently threatened to quit his Cumulus radio position because of the vaccine mandate. Now understand, they apparently do have an actual, you have to be vaccinated. That is a slight difference. But let's also point out that while he's at least sort of implying he'll walk the walk, he hasn't done it or anything, but he's implying it. He's not saying, well, and also Fox, which has a 5 times harsher mandate than Biden, I'm also gonna lose that. It's a little bit easy to lose your radio position and keep your cable news position. That isn't necessarily the power play that he probably assumes that it is. Bear in mind, his radio show is simulcast on Fox News. So if he loses Cumulus, he still literally has the same show, and he hosts a Saturday night show on the network titled Unfiltered. And I have no idea how much he gets paid there. I'm assuming it's a lot. I know for sure it's too much, but he definitely doesn't want to lose that money. Radio show, he can get rid of that. He doesn't really care, but he doesn't want to lose the big money. His patriotism, his performative patriotism only takes him so far, and it ain't taking him out of Fox.
It's so dumb, and he's one of those guys that gets like the paid media placement that rockets him to the top of Facebook impressions. So he probably gets the revenue from that without having to like incur the essentially how much it costs to place that as a promoted video. But he and Ben Shapiro and all those guys are always the number 1, 2, 3, 4 videos on Facebook. And there is no way that any of that is remotely organic, just like Bongino's jowls, which are steroid grown since 1998.
I think he has perfectly fine jowls. I don't know.
That dude,
I disagree
in my
slightly.
expert opinion, and I'm as much of an expert on steroids as he is on vaccines, but that dude roids up hard.
I would be willing to bet some money. I have no idea. I do think some of them, I think, never would have made it without that inorganic stuff. I think the Bongino's like that, obviously. I mean, his NRA show literally shut down. Like they could not sustain it. Ben Shapiro too, who's gotten millions of dollars in advertising. But I do think now that people know who they are, I think some of the spread is organic because they know what to do. What to do is have no actual values, literally just mine your positions from the audience you want to build and get them really mad all the time.
And
I think once you do that,
behind.
you can get some people to what? What's that?
That's leading from behind. That's what they do.
Sure,
they lead from behind. And that's something they always criticize everybody else from. But yeah, and you'll see them. You'll see the entire, group of like rabid sheep, not lions. Like snap at them. Oh, you told me that I should get vaccinated. Donald Trump, my fear leader, they booed him.
Yeah,
his own vaccine.
Now he doesn't say that so much anymore.
He bombed at the haha hole, and now he's changed his setup to not do those jokes again. Like that's the performance.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.